Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua held the one much awaited press conference yesterday. And indeed, Kenyans across the country wanted to hear him speak. It came to happen. And from this conference or maybe interview that he attended, there are a few things that I learned from there. And that is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if kindly this is the first time you're watching our videos, make sure that you subscribe. And also kindly, for those who want to support my channel, the number is always here. You can always come through. Thank you so much for those who are doing so. Now, let me dive into the analysis today. Gachagua, when he announced this, the entire week, including me, I was waiting for this Sunday to arrive so that I can hear precisely what he has to say, because he has been a man of surprises when it comes to whatever he says. Yesterday, the day came, and there are a few things I borrowed from there. Number one, Rigathi Gachagua has currently the attention of most of the Kenyans. He has the attention of Kenyans because simply is speaking things about the government. And it looks as he seems to be one of the potential people who can be able to bring down President William Ruto come 2027, I mean. So therefore, the entire country was listening to him, because despite he was speaking Kikuyu, the 5 minutes that were held at Citizen TV were enough to pull the attention of the entire country on what could he be saying in the Kikuyu language. So the entire country was waiting for him. When I saw on TikTok, it was about 1.1 million live watching Rigathi Gachagua. And when I was also watching, I realized that there were so many people who are following the live coverages of these TVs, these vernacular TVs on YouTube. That showed very well that there are so many Kenyans right now who are looking for an alternative for President William Ruto. And therefore, the influence is growing, and that is why most of the Kenyans were following him. That's the first one. Number two, I learned that the ground is going to be most unbearable for William Ruto and Kindiki completely. Early on in the day, before Rigathi Gachagua was supposed to hold a press conference in the evening, there was Kindiki and William Ruto was supposed to attend a church service at Karatina. But due to unbearable ground, they could not go. To avoid embarrassment, they could not go. So they all tuned to go and listen to Rigathi Gachagua later on in the evening. That shows very well that the ground is seriously hostile against President William Ruto and his regime entirely. Entirely. Another reason I feel strongly that the ground is going to be much more hostile, it is the fact that there were so many people who were seriously waiting for Rigathi Gachagua to speak just around his home, leave alone even the politicians who went there. Around his home. Leave alone the huge number of politicians who parked their cars there. Leave alone the busy day that Rigathi Gachagua had of receiving guests. I'm talking about the residents of that region of Wamunyoro. That means everyone knew something is going to be said here and we have to listen. And they were waiting for direction. Another thing that I learned from there is this. Rigathi Gachagua is determined to ensure that William Ruto does not get votes, even the agents, the way he said, from the mountain region. He's going to ensure that that does not happen, because even in the interview that he was given, he deconstructed William Ruto sentence by sentence. He showed the issue of affordable housing. He talked on the issue of abductions. He talked on the issues to do with the cost of living. He talks the issues to do with Mama Mboga. He mentioned the issues to do with the shares. He captured all issues that are supposed to be there that can kill William Ruto within the mountain politically. And indeed, he did that. So the fact remains that Rigathi Gachagua is determined to ensure that William Ruto does not get space in Mount Kenya. And he's forced William Ruto to completely create another Mount Kenya somewhere else. And the thing is that Kithure Kindiki is not going to manage to deal with Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain, especially within the Mount Kenya West. And even Ameru. It's not going to be easy. Rigathi Gachagua is the greatest mobilizer that Mount Kenya has ever had. Greatest grassroots mobilizer. As we speak today, President William Ruto has none. So he only has Rigathi Gachagua. He had Rigathi Gachagua and he chased him out of government. So Kithure Kindiki cannot match the standards of Rigathi Gachagua. So therefore, Kithure Kindiki, to be recognized in the mountain, something wrong must be done to finish Rigathi Gachagua. With the Rigathi Gachagua present, Kithure Kindiki cannot rise. The other thing I was able to learn is this. Mount Kenya has shifted from President William Ruto completely. Just a few are left. Why am I saying so? People are waiting for the party's name. People are waiting for direction. People no longer care about William Ruto's development projects. They only want somebody else to lead the community. And Rigathi Gachagua has successfully managed to get that attention. So it is very clear that they have moved on from President William Ruto. Completely. Then, another thing I was able to learn is this. Let's expect a reshuffle of another cabinet. Why am I saying so? Probably all those cabinet secretaries under President William Ruto who were picked from the mountain, the likes of Kabogo, the likes of Mutai Kagwe, the likes of Derutu Mreithi went to Kiari, the likes of people like Lee Kinyanjui, they cannot manage Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain or even Nakuru. They cannot. Probably they're not going to achieve the expectations of the expectation of William Ruto in the mountain. They're not going to achieve. And as a result, we are going to see William Ruto reshuffle the cabinet, even sack some of them. And bring people from maybe Kushite side, maybe Northeastern, to come and take over government. The last thing that I was able to learn from there is this. Rigathi Gachagua is intelligent. I knew very well that announcing the party yesterday could be too early. Why? Meetings were even there, even the same day, in the morning, even at least as yesterday, Saturday. So people are still coming in. Views were still coming. If indeed he wants to make it national, he must get people from across the country, get them on board, share, and then have a national outlook. Then now fund the party, because he has to use money on this. So the fact remains that Rigathi Gachagua, he did well to postpone it. Now I'm waiting to see the activities that will be here in between. But as I said before in one of the videos, the tactics are changing. He has now reduced talking and a few things. So which means it's now growing politically. Maturity is becoming, the political maturity is coming. But whenever he has a chance, Rigathi Gachagua does not let it go, because he knows very well. He knows very well what will happen. That is my video there and there. Kindly, if this is the first time once again you're watching, please make sure to subscribe, like and comment, and show me kindly what you learned about Rigathi Gachagua's press interview. Thank you so much. See you next time.